questions. I have been guilty of letting my past block potential. So around this time of year, I am often reminded of this time I had my own personal meet cute and ruined it. So, story time. So, I was living in Atlanta at the time and traveling home for the holidays. And I got to the airport early, so I decided to get myself some food. Your girl was hungry. But anyways, not the point of the story. So, I got my food, and that's when I first noticed him. Very nice looking young man. But I was okay with just, admiring the Lord's work and moving along, which is what I did initially. However, I believe there was an announcement made that our flight was delayed, which is when we first spoke and realized that we were on the same flight. And from there, I believe we kept speaking and enjoying each other's company. So much so that when we did actually board our flight, he switched seats with my initial seatmate. And we kept talking and getting to know each other and had a really great flight. We exchanged numbers, and after the flight, we kept texting. We were both with our families, so more so texting. And I was going out one night with my cousins, who were like my cousin siblings. And I invited him, and he came, and we all had a great time together. And even my cousins really liked him. So things are going great. But then I happened. He asked to speak with me alone for a little bit. So we, as we were leaving out, we sat in his truck and we're talking for a little bit, having another lovely conversation. And he turned to me and said, "You're perfect." To which I laughed. And even as he went on to explain that he wasn't necessarily calling me a perfect person, but more so saying that he thought I might be perfect for him, I still laughed. Looking back on it, I realized that it came from my own insecurities, from past situations where guys would sell me these sweet empty nothings to get what they wanted. However, in my maturity, I realized that wasn't fair to him because he was not them. He was his own person who deserved his own chance, who was being open and vulnerable with me in that moment. And I did not properly acknowledge or respect that. And in all honesty, thinking back on it now saddens me, because I realize now, in my big age, that a man willing to be open and honest with me like that is what I desire. And a man who sees me in that way that he did is what I now pray for. But I didn't realize or acknowledge it when I had it. So the lesson is what I wish I could go back and tell myself in that moment. And that would be, girl, shut up. And do not let your past taint this moment. And acknowledge and respect the vulnerable side of this man, who is his own person and deserves his own chance. Be open to receive what he's sharing, and provide a safe space where he can feel comfortable enough to show you if what he's saying really is his truth. Otherwise, you may let your past block something potentially beautiful. Admittedly, that was a hard-learned life lesson for me. But my prayer is that it helps someone else. So that's it, child. If no one's told you today, I love you. Most importantly, God loves you. Much love and many blessings.